Is my prayer valid if my cat licks me? Is my prayer valid if my cat licks me? So somewhat linked to the earlier question about ants. Now, in relation to cats, there's actually several different discussions that comes up here. The first is about the saliva of the cat. That answers this question directly. So in the Shafi'i school, all living creatures' saliva, the moistness from the animal, the perspiration of the animal, all of that from living creatures are pure, except for dogs and pigs. So your cat licking you does not affect the validity of your prayer whatsoever. If you need to gently move your cat away from you because they are perhaps affecting your concentration in prayer, then you may do so, as long as you don't do so in 3 large consecutive movements. Other than that, your prayer will be completely valid based on what Imam Nawawi writes in Al-Majmu' Sharh al-Muhadhab, his encyclopedic work. So what does he say about the saliva of cats and animals specifically? Imam Nawawi states, rahimahullah ta'ala, when jurists discuss the leftover, the thu'r of the animals, they mean what is left after the animal eats or drinks. And when they say that the leftovers of animals are pure or impure, they mean thereby that the saliva and the moistness of their mouths are pure or impure. So the only animals whose leftovers are considered to be najis or contaminated would be that of the dog and the pig. According to our opinion in the Shafi'i school of thought, the leftovers of a cat or any other animal besides dogs and pigs are considered to be pure without any reprehensibility. There's no karaha whatsoever. And like I said, this applies to animals such as horses, mules, donkeys, beasts of prey, and other animals as well. Whether they are permissible to consume or not, their leftovers, their perspiration, they are pure except for that of a dog and a pig. This is also attributed to a statement or an opinion by Sayyidina Umar ibn al-Khattab radiallahu ta'ala anhu, Sayyidina Ali, Sayyidina Abu Hurairah, Hassan al-Basri, Ata, Qasim ibn Muhammad, may Allah be pleased with all of them, and others as narrated in Al-Hawi. And this was Imam Nawawi's commentary in Al-Majmu' Sharh al-Muhadhab. The Prophet ﷺ said in relation to our question here, as for cats, he said, specifically, house cats, domestic cats, it is not impure. It is of those creatures that mingle with you, they move about with you. Narrated by Imam Abu Dawood and Imam Tirmidhi in their Sunan compilations. But what about cat hair? Right? Since we're speaking about the cat saliva, how do you deal with cat hair? Right? Again, we're not speaking about dogs and pigs here. That's a separate discussion. But the hair of creatures other than human beings that may not be consumed. Remember we spoke about this in our discussion about ants a little earlier. An animal that passes away, that you cannot eat, the only exception of this is being the human being, that animal is then considered to be najasa when it passes away, right? That's the one thing. And anything that is separated from that animal during its life is considered najis, right? So something that gets separated from a cat, obviously we cannot consume cats. So if the hair becomes separated from the cat during its life, then technically that hair would be considered najis. That is the ruling according to the Shafi'i school. But again, applying that same principle that we spoke about earlier on in relation to ants that pass away, لا يمكن الاحتراز عنه. It is not possible to clean yourself or to refrain from those things. So because this type of najis, this type of impurity is found basically everywhere, if you own a cat, the hair doesn't distinguish between the room that you pray in and your lounge. You find cat hair everywhere on your clothing and the like. So it's not possible to remove that, and therefore it's considered to be ma'fuun anhu, or overlooked or pardoned. That said, you still have to understand that the ruling of cat hair is that it is considered impure. So based on our school, the Shafi'i school of thought, that means that where possible, remove the cat hair from your home, clean your home so that you don't have a build up of cat hair everywhere, because now you're no longer looking at ma'foon anhu, if it's everywhere and it's so much that it's visible to the eye and you could have easily cleaned it, that would be sort of inexcusable basically. Your salah would still be valid because the ruling remains ma'foon anhu, but it gives us a perspective of how to deal with cat hair or with other similar type of fur or hair and the like. Other schools of thought would of course have a different viewpoint about how to deal with this, but this is the ruling in the Shafi'i school. So it will not affect the validity of your prayer. Your home will not be considered mutanajjis or contaminated because of cat hair. It would be completely excused, but where possible, do clean up every now and then, inshallah, and don't let it build up. So such hair that is from pets and domesticated animals like cats are excused when it is considered a little. And this is from Khatib al-Shirbini in Mughni al-Muhtaj. La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah.